Hi guys, sorry it took me a little while to get this video to you. Came down with a bit of a bug earlier in the week. So here we go, I'm going to try and do this in one take if I can. So if we open up the app, it has uses the biometrics for the security. But one of the issues that we're seeing at the moment is it keeps logging people out at too short an interval. So I've just been logged in, maybe 2 hours ago, and I have to log in again. There are some settings in the website, but it works in conjunction with some settings in the hard coding as well that I need to try and work out. But I would love to be able to extend the session time almost indefinitely if possible for the app, so people don't have to keep logging in and out. Because every time I log in, it will ask me to enable the biometrics again. What's if I do the right password? So enable the biometrics. Okay, so now we're in. So it starts up with the virtual ID. So this is used when members want to use a discount in a retail shop, restaurant, cafe, that sort of thing. Most of the time when it's a physical venue a member goes to get a 10% off the bill, they have to show their virtual ID. So we set that as the home screen, so it's easily accessible when someone loads up the app. It shows when they've been a member since, and the member active, because everybody pays every 28 days, it kind of just shows to the end of the month that they've just paid for, and then that moves on after their next payment's been made. So along the bottom we've got discounts, groups and events. The discounts are held in the root site of the system. So just the mylivepool.co.uk, but they're all ones that appear in here are tagged with Harrogate. So there should be a filter on this section, which we're struggling to get working after a geo directory update. So opposite the discounts title, there should just be a filter icon that drops down a category list that allows you to segment the lists, because there are probably about 100 or so discounts. So obviously we can do a keyword search, and there's a map search as well, so it'll show pins once it's loaded. So we can zoom in, obviously, and find out where some of the discounts are, and so on. So that was the Harrogate bus station, so we can view that Starlings. So that's another thing that short-term fixes that we're trying to get sorted, is trying to get the drop-down list of categories working again. If you tap through, so we get the headline, the logo, the address, the headline of the offer, and then if we tap through, we get the information that's held in the system for how to use it, the terms and conditions, a map of the venue, and clickable links. So the address will go through to maps. The telephone we tap to call. If there's a website listed, there's a web link as well as an email link if that particular establishment has them in the system. So that's the discounts. Now, we can let people search other territories, so that whilst it's not really active at the moment, if we had a second and third town on the go, part of the drop down is you can choose the territory. So just because you're a member of Harrogate doesn't mean you can't access the discounts for other areas. So I could have a look to see what was available discount wise in York, because I was going over for the day, just by the drop down that we can't get working at the moment, and choose a different town, and it will show me the discounts for that town. So next is groups. This uses the BuddyPress system. So we've just got a standard list of all the groups that are running. If you click into a group, there's the cover, image, profile pic, description from the group, and we can tap the read more if there's more. If it's quite a long description, as some of the groups do have, we can read more. And then just some stats. So when was the group last active? How many members are in that group? If you wanted to invite a member, you can. Tells you whether you're joined or not joined, because obviously some of the groups you won't be in, so you can. I'm already in this one, so I can leave it. If I wasn't joined, it would say join. And following is whether you get push notifications from this group with any activity, so you can switch that on and off per group. And then we have the activity feed for this group, and then the icon in the bottom right, we can make a text post and also take a photograph or choose from your library and upload it to the post. And then every time there's activity in the group, as long as I'm following the group in that section there, I'll get a push notification. Because I'm an admin, I can edit the group from here. We can create a group from inside the app as well, and just follow the wizard for this going through. I think that's only available to admins. I don't think a general member can add a group, because we do have a form on the website if someone wants to start a group. I'll double check that though, but I've never created a group from inside the app. I've always done it from inside the admin area. So you can see opposite the thing, we've got the drop down for the filters for the groups on here. So it's just look at all of them. The groups that are active and groups that you're a member of. Okay, the next is the events. So this uses the events calendar system. We also have running in there Tickets Plus, because a lot of the events do have paid tickets, and then they're discounted, where the members always get a discount on the ticket, where non-members don't. So this is again why we need a public website, because non-My Life Pool members can still attend events. They just pay more on the ticket price. So we can click through to any of the events, and this just pulls it from the events calendar. So each territory or each sort of instance in the multi-site system has its own event system running, that they are not tied together. You can't really see. I can't look at the events for York in the app. I could from the website, because the events calendar is public, but in the app itself there's no talking between the territories for the events calendar. So here we've just got the title, the details, address, map, description, and then if there's tickets, it tells you the ticket price at the bottom. If you click book tickets, that takes you through to the in-app browser. There's nothing we need to work on the speed of the site. It's running a bit slow at the moment. But this is pull up the event page for the tickets. And so here we can buy the tickets through the events calendar system. One thing that the app does do is, even though it's sent me to essentially the mobile version of the website, it's passed my login details to the website, so I'm still logged in to the website, even though I've come from the app. That was a customization we had to ask for. So obviously if I go through this process, it's just a normal WordPress checkout system using the events calendar. Just wait till that populates the ticket. Okay, so we can go through the normal checkout. If we click done, we go back to the app, then back to the main section, and then in the more tab we've got some other bits. So partners is where we list all of the companies and organisations and charities that we want to signpost to. Again, this should have a filter for the categories, but it's suffering the same issue as the discount section. We can't get it to work, so I've just had to disable it, but we can do the same. It works the same way as the discounts. We can tap through to it to get all the details for that particular group. we do need to improve the sort of the categorization and tagging of the resources, because they were tied too much to the discounts, and we've kind of separated them out a little bit. So these should have their own categories, where they had the duplicate categories from the discounts, and it wasn't working in terms of from a UX point of view. So there's a couple of hundred resources in here at the moment, so it would be really good to get the category drop down working again to make it easier for people to search through them. Obviously it's a buddy press, so we've got find members, so it just lists all of the members in the system. We can search, make friends with them. So last active, we could do a direct message to them, so they'll get an email and a push notification, as long as they've got notifications switched on in their settings. But the live chat system, it is what it says, it's a live chat. So yeah, we can talk direct to each other through the live chat. Now this does run through a secondary, really cheapest chips basic DigitalOcean server. I control the server, the outgoing. Dev app I set the server up, and he got the chat system working for me on that server. But that does run separately from the web server. And then obviously you can make friends, see their activity and their profile. News, it just runs from the blog on the individual territory site. So this is Harrogate's blogs, nice and simple. Wall is my activity. Live chat shows all the chats I've got running. So with the live chat, we can do it per person, or we can do it, our group can have a live chat as well, and everyone will get the notifications in the live chat if it's through a group. So you can see there, sound bathing, that's a group, and individuals, menopause group, baby bee. So you can see here, everyone chit-chatting in the live chat that way. My groups, just ones I've joined, or I'm the admin for. And these are just terms and conditions are just pulled from pages on the website. Privacy policy, again, same thing. Then we've got messages, so anything that's been sent to me via an email notification, and then push notifications appear there if they haven't been read. If I tap my icon, I can look at my profile and make changes to my profile settings. I can delete my account from there. If I go into settings, I can switch push notifications on and off, and I can customize again which settings are on or off, depending on what I want. They're all on by default when someone joins. And then log out. So yeah, so that's kind of how the app works with the BuddyPress system and the customizations that we've made. So a couple of short-term fixes we need. One is if we can extend the session so someone doesn't get logged out for a long period of time, and the categories on the discounts and partners are quite urgent as well. We can get them fixed. That's our short-term goals. If you guys could help with that, that'd be great. But obviously, if you can see how this can work with your system, I'm more than interested in exploring that as well. Cheers, guys.